Boys, welcome back to FIFA 15. We are back on one of the best FIFA games ever to do another rebuild. This time, we are rebuilding Saint Etienne, team that got relegated from the French Ligue 1 in 2025. However, around about 10 years ago, there was a point where they finished 4th in the Ligue 1 and they were challenging the likes of PSG and Monaco for that title and Champions League spots. So let's take a trip down memory lane and see if we can fulfill Saint Etienne's destiny and become Ligue 1 champions. And when I met the squad, I immediately saw some areas for improvement. The midfield is pretty weak and also the squad depth definitely needs improving. We've got some real talent in the squad though. Max Gradle, who remembers him? And our defence is really solid. Saint Etienne were known around about this time for having a really solid defence and being a really tough team to play against. So I'm going to base my game around how they actually played in real life and just be one of those teams that's really difficult to beat. We've also got Pogba's brother, which is nice to see. Probably the better Pogba in the end. But yeah, I'd like to bring in a midfielder and possibly some youth as well. We've got £7 million, 100 grand in the wage budget, which is not bad at all. Hopefully we can bring in some real talent with that kind of money. First up, we have to have a look at the objectives. So in the league, they want us to finish in a Champions League spot, which is pretty ambitious, but you know what, it's doable. And we had a first transfer offer come in here for Benjamin Cornet from Stade Rennes. I said, you know what, 4 million. He's probably not going to get used. 74 rated, probably won't grow much as well. Decided to put in some transfer offers as well. Rafinha from Barcelona, 8 million. Jeffrey Kondogbia as well. What a signing he would be. Absolute tank. But sadly, Monaco wanted 4.7 million for him, which would be pretty much nearly all of our money just straight away like that. We decided to put an offer in for a load of players as well. Ross Barkley in there as well. Only 20 years old. Morgan Sanson, 19 years old. 74 rated. Put in an offer of £2.8 million for him. He looks like he could be a great young player. Hopefully grow more as well. Our first offers didn't go well though. Both Ross Barkley and Rafinha were rejected straight away. However, our Morgan Sanson offer was accepted. 2.8 million. Decided to give him what he wanted. However, Monaco were being difficult for the man I really wanted. Jeffrey Kondogbia. He's got that youth. He's got that power. It's just what we need in this team. Or maybe I just like being surrounded by big black men. I don't know. Anyways, I decided to put an offer in for Carlos Bacca as well. Offered our striker, Erdink, I think his name is, and like 4 or 5 million. I think Bacca's like 81 rated, which is pretty good. But anyway, in other news, our first signing of the window is Morgan Sanson, 19 years old. Great signing, buzzing with it. Sevilla came back and said they wanted a lot more. Decided to offer 6 plus our striker. We also had Kondogbia accepted here, but because I'd already signed Sanson, I decided to not actually accept it yet because I wanted to save the money for someone else. I put a loan offer in here for Anthony Martial as well, who I thought would just be a great like backup. Accepted an offer for that Cohade guy. Sevilla finally came back and accepted our offer for one Carlos Bacca, who I think would be a great striker, but he rejected our contract. Of course he did, the absolute knobhead. Look at this, we offered him so much money. We just threw money at him and he just kept saying no. But we did get our boy Anthony Martial, only 18 years old, on loan for the season. And then our best player on paper, Stéphane Ruffier, just came to us with like 3 days to go in the transfer window. And do you know what, lads? I'm sick. I want to leave this club. So straight away, Chelsea and PSG were in there like, go on, we'll take him. I asked for 22 million, which is a lot of money for a goalkeeper. Luckily, both of them said they'll match it and pay the money. But now we've got a mad scramble to bring in a goalkeeper. We do have a lot of money now, but we put in offers here for Joe Hart. We also put in offers for Perrin, the Italian, Farman, and a couple more. But yeah, I didn't know any of their ratings at the minute because I couldn't scout them. I didn't have time to scout them, so it was a bit of a guessing game. I also wanted to bring in a striker, so I put in offers for Jackson Martinez, another big black man. I just absolutely love him. And yeah, who remembers how overpowered he was in FIFA 15? He was absolutely insane. But yeah, pretty much all of these players just kept rejecting us. I don't know why it was, but it was really annoying me. We decided to offer Joe Hart just a stupid amount of money. It got up to like 200 grand in the end, and he kept just saying no, which was actually starting to really wind me up, as well as the fact that we didn't have much time left before deadline day. But we also had a transfer offer accepted for Jackson Martinez. Joe Hart rejected us again, which was annoying. And then I thought, do you know what? Who remembers a one Paulo Dybala? Some of you might have heard of him now, but he was only 20 years old in FIFA 15. Probably not that high rated. I don't even know what his rating is at the minute. But we also had a transfer offer accepted it for Farman, who I thought would be a brilliant signing. Still don't know what his rating is, but I know he's all right. We also had £12.5 million deal accepted for Paulo Dybala. Again, don't know what rating he is, but we've got so much money because of that Ruffier transfer. I needed to sign someone, some quality. Farman rejected our deal, so I offered him 100 grand. So did Dybala, offered him 75. It was starting to get a bit stupid now. I don't know why no one wants to join us. Like, we're not that bad. But then Dybala accepted, so we had a new striker, Paulo Dybala, £13.5 million, a great signing considering he's only 20 years old and he's got a future ahead of him. And then finally, Ralph Farman finally accepted our offer. It ended up me offering him 120 grand a week, which is absolutely ludicrous. But that concludes our business. We finally bought in another goalkeeper. We got a striker as well. This is how the team's looking. Farman's 80 rated. He's 6'4". He's just an absolute monster. He should grow as well. But yeah, the team is looking very, very good now. I'm buzzing with it. Again, the midfield we haven't really improved, which is a little bit annoying, but hopefully in January we can do that. I also decided to spend some of our leftover cash on a youth scout, and where better to send a French scout than to Africa to steal all the talent, and that's what we did. So let's play some games. And first up, first game of the season, we were down in the south of France, in the lovely city of Marseille. I don't even know if it's lovely, I've never been, but I've heard good things. One of the teams that will be contending for the title, no doubt about that. And it was a really slow start to the game. They had the first chance coming forward. Farman using that 6'4" frame to make a great save, but it was Andre Ayew. The ex-Swansea man was linking up with Andre Pierre-Gignac like Stephen Hawking and Donald Trump on Epstein's Island. I don't even know why they were so good, but they absolutely ripped us apart. We had a great chance there with Nguemo, our midfielder, who absolutely blazed it over. But Gradle, he's absolutely class, absolutely ripping two of them and then missing again. It's another chance missed. We probably could have won this game had it been based on the chances. We did actually score, and it was from a corner. Our backup centre-back, Basie, with a really good header. An absolute tank, a good ball in from Paulo, and he just nods it down. The keeper should have saved it, but do you know what? Who cares? It's 1-1. Marseille did come forward late on again. This time it was Thauvin. Who remembers him? Ex-Newcastle man. A great save there from Ralph Farman, but they still had the chance. Are you knocking it across Payet to Gutierrez, who somehow misses the entire target, but thanks to Ralph Farman for pretty much saving us. We had a great chance with our striker Erdink to nick 3 points at the end, but it did finish 1-0, which was an absolute robbery, not going to lie, because we got dominated. But our first scout report came back as well. Karim Kanasani, look at this guy, 68 to 94 potential. He could be a future star. I love it when the reports come in of all the 16-year-old Algerians. It's just absolutely class. But moving swiftly on from that, this time we had Lille and it was in the snow. We had a good chance here with Molo, who was playing on the right-hand side for the injured Hamuma, who had a good chance but put it over the bar. Lille came forward though. They actually had a really good side. They had Divock Origi on loan from Liverpool this year. I think he was only 19, but age is just a number, Your Honour. He is still a class player. They pretty much dominated us in the first half, which was a recurring theme for our first two games. Grado had a really good chance there, but a good block from their player. Origi slipping a great ball through. I don't know how he missed. And then with 2 minutes on the clock, they somehow get a penalty for that. I mean, I don't know how that's a penalty. It's absolute BS. I genuinely didn't even press a button. And it's a ridiculous dive. I mean, look at the size of him compared to Tabanu, and he's gone down like a sack of shite. But our 6'4" goalkeeper, Ralph Farman, can he save it? It's Corchia to step up. I'm pretty sure he's a right back. Can Farman save it? And he goes the right way, but it goes over him. Absolute BS. And there's like injury time left. Can we just get one more chance? Maybe. Plays it into Dybala. It's the spin. And Paulo Dybala. Oh my word. Would you look at that? It's why we signed him, innit? It's moments like that you say the 13.5 million is just worth it. He absolutely mugs one of them off and puts it in the top bins. But again, we nick a point really because we didn't deserve it. And up next, we had another tough game. This time we welcomed Olympique Lyon to our home stadium, which is not Ivy Lane, but for some reason it's called that in game. We had a great goal early doors. It was Paolo again, the man on absolute fire. What a delivery though from Gradle, and he's only little. I'm not sure why he's beating centre-backs in the air, but it does not matter. This game we decided to play at the 4-3-3 with the number 10 instead of with the holding midfielder. And yeah, it was a lot better. We played so much better. They got a bullshit penalty again on the half an hour mark. And this time, Farman saves it from Lacazette. And we somehow keep our 1-0 lead. Lacazette, though, I've got to be honest, was absolutely mugging us off this whole game. He is so overpowered. It's not even funny. And they pretty much had all the chances of the game. Lacazette again missing there. Farman kept us in it, and yeah, I mean, he just had an absolute blinder. It's why we signed him though. 6'4", big German, and he genuinely saved everything, and he kept us in this game, because if it wasn't for him, I think we would have lost this like 3 or 4-1. We had a good chance here through Hamuma, who just made himself look like an absolute plum in the end. And we had another chance here with Hamuma. And look at this one. Right-footed. I actually went, after this, I checked what foot he was. He's right-footed. And he's got 74 finishing. But he still absolutely buggered that up. But it does not matter. Because we somehow beat Lyon. Even though we got absolutely dominated the whole game. Farman saved us. But moving on to the last game of the episode. It was in the Europa League against PSV. And look how tight the table is. 3 teams on 9 points. We have to beat PSV or we are out of the Europa League. And I've got to be honest, we had a brilliant start. Anthony Martial, good save from their goalkeeper. Martial starting up front with Dybala in the 10 position. But we came forward again, just straight away. And it was our centre-back Basie again with his second goal of the episode. I'm starting to really like this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he keeps scoring from corners. But what a player. Great ball from Dybala. Slipping it through to Martial. Playing up front on his own. And he rewards us for playing him. He's like, give me some more minutes and this is what I can do. I'm loving using Martial, I'm not going to lie. He's quick, he's direct, and he can finish as well. Even though he's only 70 rated, he's a good player. PSV did have a chance here though, straight away from kickoff. Narsing, the ex-Swansea man, with a good chance, but he did blast it over. Martial, again though, scores his second of the game. It was 3-0, and it's not even half time. Martial is ripping PSV a new arse. And I'm not going to lie to you, this whole game we actually played some amazing football. Both Martial and Dybala were just running the show. But this one was played through to Gradle and it was 4-0 before half-time. It's the best game we've played all season by an absolute mile. And it's when it matters most. You know, it's we've turned up for the big occasion. Max Gradle, of course he's getting his name on the score sheet. But look at that half-time stats. We've got less possession, 4 shots, 4 goals. When does that ever happen? And yeah, we were the better side. We deserved to beat PSV. We played some great football. Dybala, Gradle and Martial were just having an absolute blinder. And when players like that are in top form, they are very difficult to stop. We had another chance here, right on the edge of the box. That was a borderline assault on Hamuma, and our left back Tabanu steps up, a good strike, and he hits the bar with the world's longest run up. But it does not matter because we beat PSV in the end 4-0, and that means we finish top of the Europa League group. But currently on the 1st of Jan, we are sat in 7th in the league, which is just not good enough. We're only 2 points off 3rd, but I just think we should be doing better. We're drawing too many games. Our goal difference is really good, but yeah, we're drawing too many games. But Europa League, we did finish top of the group with that clutch 4-0 win. And in the round of 32, we actually drew Sporting Lisbon, which I thought was a really harsh tie. It's a difficult one. But yeah, that is going to be all for this first episode of the Saint Etienne rebuild. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, please do subscribe. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more, because I'm enjoying doing it. I'm enjoying playing this game. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.